Hello everyone, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Aileen and here we like to talk about all things makeup, mostly luxury makeup, skincare, and fashion. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, I hope you consider subscribing and joining the family. So today is the day you all asked me. It's here. We're going to take a look at the new Correcteur De Chanel, the two new shades. I did pick up the peach and the Vert, which is the green, as well as the my standard concealer shade. I have also been testing the new Lift and the Lip Contour, which were just released today, Friday, August 20th, and you'll be seeing this video probably 1 or 2 days after. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts, then keep on watching. But before we go, like we always say, comment, like, and subscribe. Let's get to it. So if you missed my previous video about the reformulation of the Ultra Le Tint, I just wanted to add, there were additional shades added. There was some misunderstanding that it was not reformulated. And that misunderstanding came from the fact that they kept all of the ingredients the same. They just changed the formula. So if they may have used 1 ounce of this, may have increased it to 2 and vice versa. They played around with the same ingredients because they didn't want to change the true lasting power and the functionality of the foundation, but they did want just that creamy initial application, which they did conquer. And if you missed that video, I'll go ahead and link it up here as well as down in the description box. But I did express that to a couple of my YouTube friends and the YouTube beauty community, and hopefully that will bring you some clarification as well. So my essay stated the exact same thing with the concealers. They did add the corrector shades and then the standards, I believe it's 16, I'll put it up here if I'm wrong, concealer shades. And with the same intention. The intention was to make it creamier, a smoother, nicer application. And we are going to compare it to the original formula, which I love. It's hard for me to love a concealer, and I love that one. And I'm like, oof, I hope I have not played with these. I haven't touched them. I did do some swatches in store, and I will say it did feel creamier, and it did appear to have a little more luminosity, but the lighting wasn't great. I've also been trying for a week, and I'll pop the pictures up here. The Lift Lévres Et Contours. I call it lip contour. That's what my essay called it. That's what we're going with. So that I've been trying for a week. This is the consistency of it here. There you go. That's the consistency, and I will swatch it. And I've also been trying the new, and I'll pop a picture up here as well, Lift Fluide, which is the face moisturizer. And this does currently replace the current Lift. I believe it was, because it's not on the site anymore, because this one did replace it. I believe it was black and it was thin, kind of like the new Estee Lauder foundation, like that type of bottle. And if I find a picture of what it replaced, I'll pop it up here. And the lip contour replaced their current one as well. So I have some thoughts. I'm going to give you my thoughts. I have not read up on the products. I do have my laptop down here, but what I want to do is tell you what I experienced in using these, and then read the claims and then see if they really meet the claims or not. So in regards to the Lift, this is the Fluide Lift Fluide. It is a very thin, creamy consistency, if you can see there. It does give you, it is hydrating. It does give you a radiance. And I brought the only 2 moisturizers that I use, but have not been using for the past week, because I've been using this one, which is the Chantecaille Oil Free. And that's that one, which is what I use during the day And if I'm going to refresh my skincare to film, then I will use the Watermelon Glow recipe, which you can see I've been loving. So this is the Chantecaille Bio-Lifting Oil Free, which you can use as a moisturizer. I love as a daytime moisturizer. And then this is the Glow recipe. So my initial thoughts: the Glow recipe really gets absorbed into the skin and just gives a, like when you lotion your body, but it doesn't stay sticky. And like, even if you get hot, it doesn't like, it's not slippery and slimy. That's what I get from, I've cleaned my hands off. That's what I get from the Watermelon Glow recipe. From the Chantecaille, I get the same as the Glow recipe with an intense boost of hydration. And the Chantecaille does leave more of a radiance and healthy, like moisturized glow than the Glow recipe. Like the Glow recipe literally just gets absorbed and does not appear. The Chantecaille just leaves a sheen of freshly moisturized skin, as does the Chanel. Now I cleaned off my hands. Now the Chanel does have a stick, and I'm not sure if you can see that, but we're gonna do it on the face. The intention for replacing it was to add a stickiness to it that will just hold your foundation if used during the day. I will say, I've used it at night and I've waited. I tend to do my skincare routine right when I'm getting ready for bed. The first night was the night I waited the longest to see how long it would take to lose its stickiness. And it took an hour and 10 minutes. I was just tired and it still had stick to it. The next day I tried spritzing my rose water, did my entire skincare routine. I applied the Lift all over the face and I spritz it with rose water and just went like this with my rose water, let it set in, and it had a slight little tack that went away within 10 minutes. Where I have really enjoyed it is in lieu of using the Chantecaille oil-free bio-lifting in the morning, I tried the Lift Fluide. I will say I really like how my makeup applied over it. If you're one that just likes to have moisturizer and not a stickiness, you will not like this product. If you're one that enjoys the Milk Hydro Grip, for example, you will love this product because you're getting all of the skincare benefits of the Lift line and product itself with just that tack of the Hydro Grip, which is my favorite primer. So I did like it for that purpose. It's all going to be a matter of what do you prefer. So I did feel, before we look at the claims, I did feel tightening, like tightening and lifting, and my face did look plumpier in the morning. I will give it that. But I get Botox on my 11s and I really don't have like lines anywhere except for my smile lines. So real quick, and then we will apply it. Let me look at the claims. It is a lightweight silicone-free fluid formula that reduces shine and minimizes the appearance of pores. I don't know if it reduces shine. I didn't really I didn't look at my shine like that when I tried it. So I really can't speak on that. And minimizes the appearance of pores. Ideal for oily skin types. Makes sense. I am oily. It leaves the complexion looking matte, smooth, and perfectly prepped for makeup. Okay, yes, I agree. So it's a primer. I thought it would replace the lid lift as a moisturizer, but it is not. Based on the description, what I'm reading, it's perfectly prepped for makeup. It's a primer. How to apply? Apply to the face and neck morning and evening after Le Lift cream and Le Lift serum. Maybe I'll get samples of those and try the whole trio and see what happens. I didn't bring my little scooper. It's okay. I'm almost out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this on half of the face and just show you the stick that I got. I was told about the stickiness, that it would be great to apply before makeup. But I kindly asked not to know more because I really just wanted to see if what I thought matched the description. I do already have my brows on. I use the Gucci brow pencil. And the Benefit Gimme Brow for the brow gel. Now, there's nothing here. Look how sticky this is. Do you see my cheek moving? How it just pulls? It's sticky. Like you can, I don't think you'll be able to see it on the forehead, but you can definitely see it on the cheek. It's like, it has tug. It's definitely sticky. And that stickiness at night, I do not prefer. I'm getting ready for bed. I have a silk pillowcase. I do not want to stick to my silk pillowcase and wake up feeling like I either have to wash my pillowcase or peel it off my face. That's just me. So when I saw the stickiness the first evening, I did go ahead and keep using the rose water. And the third night, I did apply it because I like the firmness and the pull that I feel of the lift. And it's like, I feel it here. I can't really explain it, but you feel like, and it's not uncomfortable. It's not bad. It just feels like something is like gravity is slightly like lifting. I like the feeling. It's not painful or anything like that. It's not like a plumping lip. Okay. And then here you go. You can see. You see how the cheek is just sticking to it. And this is not even the hand I used to apply it. I applied it with this hand. But it does have that stick. So let me apply my foundation off camera. And I am going to use the new Ultra Lit tint. And we'll be right back to discuss the other products. So I'm back with foundation only on half of my face because I was like, oh, the correctors. So before we move on to the correctors, I want to talk about the lip contour. So the lip contour is a thicker consistency than the Lift Fluide. And here it is. So it is thicker. And what I was told is that you are to apply it on the lips and the outer perimeter. And that it should plump. That's what I was told. So there it is. It kind of dries very matte. So I'm going to apply this onto the lips, and I'll let you see the lips before I apply. I will say, it is as dry as it looks on the hand. It ends up looking and feeling on the lips. I honestly do not like it on its own. There it is. I do, however, like it with placing something over it. I've been using the Chantecaille lip potion because I'm really trying to get through this and put it in my empties. I'm trying. I don't have much left. So I do apply this over, and I'll tell you why. I feel like the lip contour dries down on the lips, starts getting any dead skin to accumulate, but it feels, as you can probably start seeing, but it feels drying, and I don't like how drying it is. That's one. The second reason I apply this over it, which you could do with any, you could use any balm. I'm just using the Chantecaille lip potion because I'm trying to get through it. If you accidentally get a taste of it, it tastes like a fragranced baby powder, like the lavender baby powder from Johnson & Johnson. If you're a mom and you've ever been doing something, if you've ever used that powder, you'll understand what I'm saying, because it gets in the air and you taste it. That to me is what it tastes like. So if I put the Chantecaille lip potion or any balm, as a matter of fact, over that, I don't taste that. But I can start to see like the dead skin like starting to lift up. It's like plumping the lips, and the lines start to minimize, and not, they're there, but they don't look as pronounced. So what we'll do is we'll play with the concealers and the correctors, and then we'll take this off and see what the lips look like. And if I could try to do a side-by-side or pop a picture of when I did the close-up earlier, then I'll do that. So on this side of my face, I do have the foundation, but I have no corrector, no concealer. So I wanted to do my Charlotte Tilbury corrector on this side, as well as the Le Correcteur De Chanel original. See what that looks like, and do some color correcting on this side with the new concealer formula, and see what I think. And I have, like I said, I did swatch B31, B60, B70, and B80. I know it's difficult for deeper skin tones to really look on Chanel's website and say, oh, that's what will work for me. So I hope that is helpful. I tried to go with more like of the golden neutral undertones, so that's up on my Instagram. And if I can pop a picture up here, I will. So first, with swatching, I want to swatch the original. So this is the original in B30. And we will shear these out in just a second. So I ended up buying BD31, and I thought it was deeper, and it's actually lighter. So I'm gonna have to end up getting B30. Yep, I definitely have to get B30. So this is BD31, and this is B30. This is the original formula. As you can see, it's already drying down a little bit, but does allow you to shear out. And then this is BD31, which is creamier. Like, it just I will say I like B30 better. But when I swatched B30 at the store, maybe it was the lighting that I didn't like the undertone. And she was like, oh, but it's exactly the same. I said, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't. So I ended up getting BD31, and I feel I should have not done that, but it's okay. We'll put it to the test. Next is the peach shade for darkness, like under the eyes, or maybe a dark scar that's no longer red, it's dark. And then we have Verde, which is, then we have Vert, which is green. And those are the shades there. So if you spread the green and the peach, there you go. So this is B30, BD31. This is the peach corrector, and this is the Vert, the green. So on this side, I did not spot conceal. And you can see there, 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 and there. I didn't do any spot concealing. I just applied my foundation. So what I'm going to do is apply on this side the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. And this is in the shade medium 2. I will say in the lighting in Chanel, the concealer just looked to have such a luminosity to it that I felt that B30 was so glowy that it looks so much lighter that I didn't even do it. So there is the Charlotte Tilbury corrector. And I will clean my hands off. And over here, we will try the Chanel lip corrector in the new shade Peach. So what I'm going to do is apply it how I apply my concealer, because I do it with my finger and I feel like my finger will just spread it, and any excess that I don't want, I'll be able to get off. But that did spread really easily. And there it is. I feel like the Chanel did provide more coverage than the Charlotte Tilbury. But the Charlotte Tilbury is of a thinner consistency. This is not bad. It feels a little thinner than the original formula, but I am happy to see that we're not compromising coverage for the sake of a reformulation. It's very nice. Again, this is Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Le Correcteur de Chanel Peach. So now, let's try to spot conceal these red spots with the green. So we'll do, and I have a lot more on this side than the other. And then I have redness right here all the time. And I ended up going back for this one because I ran out of the one I do use, which was the Sephora brand corrector. And I don't even know if they make that anymore. It took me a while to get through that. So I'm just going to dab that in because I'm not trying to do my whole cheek, but I do want to dab it in, let it sit. And I was told the lip correctors, again, are reformulated for the sake of having them creamier, allowing for you to have a longer amount of time to play with the product, move it around where you want, and it not dry down as fast. So that is the green corrector. So what I'm gonna do is the same as I did on this side, but I wasn't on camera. I will apply my foundation the exact same way and see if we see a difference in coverage. Now I will say on this side of my face, I did the same thing. Added some in the back of my hand, and I did have some left over, so I did like dab with my finger a little additional coverage on those spots. So next, with a different side of my sponge, I'm just going to tap that in. I am tapping and not swiping because I don't want to move any of that green corrector. I don't want to move it because then we're not letting it do its job. Wow. It covered up those blemishes. Well, they're not blemish. They're not active blemish, but those blemish scars. It really, really did. So there is, I applied what you saw it, the green all over all those scars. That is beautiful. Yes. And then here is without corrector. I really like this. Like, seriously? I'm shocked. I never accomplished that with my Sephora one. And honestly, with the Sephora one, I would do the green spots concealing and then I would apply setting spray before I did my foundation. That wasn't even needed and it didn't move. Okay. Okay. Message. So on this side, I'm going to apply the B30 in the original formula. Yes. And I'm just going to spread that out. Honestly, I have never had an issue with this concealer drying down too fast or anything like that. And so I really don't understand the reformulation. Maybe because I'm more experienced playing with makeup versus the consumers that gave the reviews, because they do listen to the reviews, and that was, I was told, was the main reason for the reformulation. But who doesn't want a concealer that dries fast so it doesn't settle in lines and all the jazz? So there it is. So next on this side, I'm going to apply the BD31, which I think is too light, but let's see. And I'm going to use this side of the sponge. A different side, I'll just pinch it since it doesn't have a little point. That's not bad. That's like lightening. See, I tend to go more like skin tone usually, but this highlighting effect under the eye, it's nice. It blended out nicely. This one is dry already. This one's drying down, but I am going to set both with my Becca under eye setting powder, which I love. And I'm so sad I'll never be able to get. And this is the Wayne Goss Artist Brush. I believe this, is this the medium or the small? I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look, but I believe it's the medium. But it's just so soft. Perfect for the under eye. If you have sensitive eyes or skin on your face, I highly recommend these brushes. So there you go. I'll let you guys be the judge. So this is the side with the Charlotte Tilbury and the original Le Correcteur De Chanel formula and no spot concealing. And this is the side with the green corrector, the peach under eye corrector, and the BD31, the new formula of concealer under the eye. Which side do you like better? I don't mind this lighter shade that just gives like a highlight, because you know a girl gonna bronze it up. I'm just saying. But which side do you like better? I don't know. Like, I'm so used to this being the style of makeup, but I can see, I'm looking in the viewfinder and I can see how this looks more lifted and awake. So now I'm confused. Do I go back and get B30? Or do we stick to B31? But the B30 is not bad in the old formula. So, I mean, I still have it. I don't need it. I don't need B30. I have it. But I don't know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. So now, real quick before we go, I'm going to remove. And if this is nasty, I'm sorry, but there is all the dead skin. There was nothing on this. This is what I used. This side is what I used to clean like the swatches. And this was the clean side. So it is exfoliating the lips. They do feel smooth. And here's a close-up. And I've had that now on for 33 minutes. The claims of the Lift Lip Contour. First, in size, it's 0.53 ounces. It does retail for $90. And the claims a powerful treatment that plumps and firms lips while visibly smoothing smile lines. The soft, balmy texture absorbs quickly and leaves a matte finish. I said that. Creating the ideal base for makeup. She told me the lips and around. This sounds like it's the smile lines and the perimeter. How to apply? Yes. Apply to the lips and lip contour in the morning and evening. I will say I have not tried this in the morning. I've only been doing it in the evening. I did it now on video, had it on 33 minutes and took it off. She said you can sleep with it. You can leave it an hour, take it off, and then go to bed. It's up to you. But I'm not sure if you can see, like you do feel the plumping, but you can definitely see the lines of the lips and you can see that they are less pronounced. Not bad. Not bad at all. But that's it, you guys. That is all of it. I hope that was helpful. Honestly, I'll have to see how this wears and update you guys on a pinned comment or update you in a future video. But please let me know which side you like better, because now I'm like, I don't know. I like them all. I like them all. I'm really impressed with the green color corrector. I really am. The peach, I did feel that the peach color corrector was better and had more coverage than the Charlotte Tilbury. As far as the concealer, the new one is creamier and it did, I don't know if I can say it did provide more coverage because the peach corrector was underneath. So I'll have to try them side by side with no corrector underneath and see if the coverage is the same and maybe it just appeared like it was more coverage because of the peach corrector. We'll have to see. So if you were considering the Lift Fluide or the lip contour, they do seem to be, the Lift does seem to be more for oily skin, for someone that really wants that makeup just gripped on there. If you don't have oily skin, but you enjoy a gripping primer like the Hydro Grip, you will love it, especially with the skincare benefits that it provides that you feel on your face. And the longer you wear it, the better it feels. The lip contour, although I don't like the taste and I don't like the mattifying feeling, when topped with a lip balm, a lip mask, anything to just give that hydration on top of it, it's still going to work. It's still going to exfoliate the lips. It's going to plump them. It's going to minimize the lines. But I'm just not a fan of the taste. I'm not a fan of the matte look. So I have to put something over it. It'll all be up to you. And if you're unsure, ask your SA for a sample. If you don't have an SA or you're not sure where to get a sample, I will have my SA's information linked down below. And I will also have all these products linked down below if you want to give them a try. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it down in the comments, DM me on Instagram. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll be happy to help you. If you need personal swatches, anything you need, let me know. But thank you all so much for coming. And until next time, don't forget, we're all perfectly imperfect. Bye.